Oi oi! Welcome to our next adventure. We have just left Fort William and crossed over Loch Linney on the ferry to Carmusnagal, I think it is. I'll say now, there's some weird names on this walk, and no doubt I'm going to make a complete mess of them, so I apologise to all the Scots people for that one. But we've just set off. We're officially walking the Cape Wrath Trail now. We've got it's about a 7-mile walk on this road that we're walking on now before we turn right and cut into Corner Glen, and that's about an 8-mile walk before our first sort of climb of the day, if we get that far. But it's absolutely beautiful morning. It's a bit chilly, but, and I don't know if you can see on this camera if I turn you around, some of the mountains still have snow on top of them. I don't know if that'll show up on there, but as you can see across Loch Linney, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning. And I've got my mate John with me on this one.
Oh yeah.
John's a southern softie, so we're going to toughen him up a bit. This will probably put a few hairs on his arse this walk. Or, no, more likely it'll be a sore or something like that, won't it? Yeah. But yeah, it's all looking good so far. No doubt there'll be much worse to come. But so we'll take this weather while we can, won't we?
Yep.
Right, I'll get back to you in a bit when there's something more interesting to see. See you in a bit. Just thought I'd come back to you quickly because the mist has cleared now, but the sun's in a bad position. But I'll spin round and you should be able to see it. That's Ben Nevis, highest mountain in the UK. Lovely morning. We're just coming to the end of the road section. The right hand fork that takes us into Corner Glen's just up ahead, and that's our last look at Inverskaddle Bay. And now up ahead of us, this is quite a well known spot where people tend to decorate pebbles, and mark this corner here just before you turn off the road. See all the pebbles just coming up here. Looks like it's been cleared out a bit because there used to be a lot more than that. And then just up here, this is where we come off the road and where the real work starts, hiking up into Corner Glen. We're about halfway down the length of Corner Glen, and we've just come across the first bothy on the trail. It's actually private, this one. It's permanently locked. I don't know whether it's for salmon anglers or shooters or deer hunters or whatever, but it's locked, so we can't use it. We've just had a lunch break and just been soaking up the surroundings. So onwards now, and we're aiming for, we're at about the 11-mile mark now, so I think we're aiming for, we're going to try and get to Glenfinnan, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, try and get to Glenfinnan, which is around about the 21-mile mark, and then what time we get there we'll see whether we even push on a bit further, see how we're feeling. But we'll catch up with you later. See you in a bit. No falling this time, eh? We're just having a 5-minute break. We've pretty much come to the end of our walk through Corner Glen now. We've stopped at the river, filtered a bit of water, topped our bottles up, and now I'll turn you around. You'll probably see the scar in the land where the path makes its way up, and then at that point it turns, and that's when we're going to go up and over the top, and we'll eventually descend down the other side, and after I think about 3 or 4 miles we'll be into Glenfinnan. Now that's where we're aiming for today, so pleased if we can get there and then see how we feel. We may push on, we may not. The only bad thing is there's no pubs in Glenfinnan, so that's going to have to wait for another day. See you in a bit. We've just finished the climb out to Corner Glen, which is back that way. That's the, down in the bottom there, that's the bowl where Corner Glen ends, and we've come out, up and over the top, and we're just making our way down now. But look at the state of this that we're just walking into. Isn't that absolutely shocking? Stunning. Yeah, boy. Right, we've just completed that descent now. We've picked up a, looks like a 4x4 track, which is hopefully going to take us into Glenfinnan. But that's been a long old slog, that, hasn't it? It was a real technical descent. That there's lots of running water, lots of slippery rocks. There's bogs, loose stones. And as you saw at the end there was one little river crossing, but that wasn't too bad. But we're down and we're marching on towards Glenfinnan. So we'll catch up when we get there, unless we see anything nice. See you in a bit. We've just arrived at Glenfinnan, and we're outside the Glenfinnan Visitor Centre, as you can see. We got here just before 5 o'clock and the Visitor Centre was still open, so we thought we were in time to get into the cafe, but the cafe closes at 4. So all we wanted after the day was some full fat Coca-Cola for some sugar rush, but that isn't happening. But anyway, when if you do come up here, you can see in the distance there's the monument. That's the Glenfinnan monument. And then around this side in the distance there you can see the Glenfinnan viaduct. And the Harry Potter fans will probably recognise that, because that's the viaduct that Hogwarts Express travels over, and that's how it's going back to Hogwarts Castle. It's a bit of a useless trivia for you there. But what we have found, fill our water bottles up. Ice cold water, lovely. Just pitched up for the night, just finishing off, sorting out the tents. Look what comes walking by. Not bothered in the slightest. Couple of red deer. This place is insane. There's a couple more, look. This place is absolutely insane. Oh, and another. Anyway, there we are, we're all pitched up for the night. Just going to get some tea on. John's in the Lanchan too. Down in the notch, natural eye. Oh, that's why they've moved on. Someone's riding past them. Morning. Started day 2 and it looks like today's going to be a little bit different to yesterday. I think I'm going to catch some weather today. As you can see behind me, it's quite cloudy and overcast, and I've felt a few spots of rain already, and you can see the cloud settling over the mountains ahead of me where I'm going. But we soldier on. This is where I pitched last night. And as we say, leave no trace. Don't leave any crack behind. Take it out with you, crack it out. And that's where we're heading, that way, into the mist. I don't know how much filming I'm going to get done today, obviously because of the weather, but I'll do my best. And if not, I'll just catch up with you when I'm in my tent later on tonight. See you in a bit. That looks some pad up there, middle of nowhere, the Glenfinnan Lodge. There's some lovely views out of them windows. Right, cracking on now, and we're just approaching the next bothy, which you'll see is about 100 yards ahead of us. So we should be there in a few minutes. As you can see, it started. We've had a couple of showers, shall we say. One was quite decent, but it's eased off again at the minute, so you can still see. Yeah, it's full of it. There you go. That was I think the translation is the Corrie Hully Bothy. I didn't go in though, it's still quite early and there's probably people still crashed out in there. So we'll leave them to it. Leave them in their fat sacks. And we'll continue on up here. First climb. See you in a bit. As you've probably seen from the last videos, we've hit some bogs. That's if you see back up the top there, that's where we've come over. We climbed over there this morning, and that was quite a tough climb. But coming down this side's been a grueler. It's boggy, it's slippy, loose rocks, rivers. I'm up to the eyes in it now, so like I said before, I'm going to get drenched, and I have. But it's starting to rain again, so I'll put this camera away. and I'll catch up with you soon. Right, we finished the descent down out that valley. It was, to be honest, it was quite brutal. We've been going, is it almost 7 hours now, is it?
Yeah.
Almost 7 hours, and we think we've covered about 7 or 8 miles, is it? Yeah, 7 or 8 miles, so it's been really slow going. But as you can see now, we're in some forestry, and it's quite pleasant at the moment. I think we're in this for a couple of miles, and then we climb back out on top again, don't we? Another climb, and out we go again. So we'll catch up with you soon when there's something more interesting to show you. See you in a bit. That's the view we have at the moment. Stopping for a lunch break. You can't see it, but down and around the corner, around the bottom of the woods around there's a bothy, and I think it's called the actual bothy, I think. But we're not going to go down there. We're going to stay up there, have some lunch here, and then continue around the track, which goes across that way and heads down, and then through them woods at the bottom there. This area is called the Glendessery. It's a lovely area. It's a bit cloudy at the moment, but it's just everywhere. It's just stunning. It's jaw dropping. Hopefully we'll have some better weather later on or tomorrow. Forecast, touch wood, is looking quite good for the next 2 or 3 days, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But we've had this morning was absolutely savage. It was a tough morning. The climb was just a slow, long, steady climb, but the descent down the other side, it was so tough. Legs are burning, knees are burning, ankles are burning. So we'll stop. The thing is, I need a beer, but I won't get to a pub until possibly tomorrow night or the night after, so I'm just gonna have to start keeping healthy for another day or two. Not a bad thing, is it? Nah, I'd rather have the beer. Right, anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, we've just finished the climb back out the other side of Glendessery Forest, and another tough incline, but it looks like the valley's opening out again now. No doubt there'll probably be more climbs to come. Let's get the end and I'll let you have a look. There you go. Now I think, without checking the GPS, I think we picked that path up and walk along that way somewhere. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Right, I'm going to catch my breath. See you later. Look at your daughter.
Hello Hannah and Thomas. We've just made a mistake somewhere and missed the track, and we've ended up
basically gorge walking down that lot. Absolutely haggard, water up to the knees. Great fun.